What it do? This your boy T-Man. You tuning in to T-Man TV. First things first, like and subscribe. You hear me? Appreciate the love, support, and all the above. I just got back from South Africa, a truly wonderland trip. You hear me? It was an amazing experience from top to bottom. Crazy sceneries everywhere, extremely diverse. And the food, for this trip, I went to Johannesburg and Cape Town. I wanted to show y'all what the experience was like. Let's check it out. Our first stop was the Johannesburg Zoo. And one thing about South Africa you need to understand, they take great pride in their animals. So it was just a great introduction to the country by seeing one of the best zoos that they have in the country. The animals was active, you know, they, especially the monkeys, it was really funny. And it's a nice vibe, it's a nice scenery, it wasn't too many people, it was very quiet, cool, calm, and collective. For day 2, we went to Soweto. Now Soweto is a district in Johannesburg. We went to the Mandela House, somewhat of a museum. It's the home that he used to stay in, him and his family. And you kind of get a feel of his lifestyle and his day-to-day when you tour around the house and you tour around the district. We also got a tour guide to show us around the neighborhood of Soweto. I highly recommend it. Our tour guide was really great. He spoke English, cool vibe as well. And he showed us the history between the colonization and how Afrikaans came into play and the whole history of that.
Because we were on sanctions, no imports, no exports, no Olympics. Desmond Tutu, being financed by the Britons, an Anglican church member, he was the Al Capone of Vilakazi Street. He was untouchable. He was the only guy who could make us to be free in South Africa because they couldn't take his passport.
He showed us the place where Hector Peterson was shot. It was a young boy in the Soweto community who was shot and killed, broad daylight in apartheid in South Africa. So it's a lot of history that goes along with it. And when you're going around these places, any place that you go, I think it's important to learn the history of where you are, just so you get a better understanding and respect for the people that live there and the environment that they live in. We also got to see the neighborhood, got to speak to the locals, got to see the graffiti, got to see so many cool things. It was such a vibe, man. I highly recommend, if you're in Johannesburg, you gotta go check out Soweto. It's a must. And another thing that's a must when you're in Johannesburg or near Johannesburg is Sun City. Sun City is an amazing place. It's filled with so many things to do. It's a water park with a man-made beach. They have the Maze of the Lost City. And the best thing was the safari, the game reserve. We got up at 5:30 a.m. to start our tour. And man, this was probably the best thing for me during the trip. You see amazing landscape sceneries. You see the animals in their natural habitat. Man, and we saw so many animals. We saw the impalas. We saw the zebras. We saw the hippos. And this was one of many. We chose to go to the one in Sun City. We couldn't see the lions, but we did see what the lions ate. And it was crazy, man. It was crazy to see that. But again, this is their natural habitat. This is the wildlife. This is what happens, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So our next stop was Cape Town. Now, Cape Town, everybody says this is a different part of South Africa. It's not even like you in South Africa. And I must agree, it's like paradise, man. Once we got off the plane, all you saw was mountains, landscapes, and beautiful scenery everywhere. We started off our trip with Robben Island. Robben Island is the island where Nelson Mandela was held for a majority of his prison sentence. You cannot take video, you can only take pictures. So I took a few pictures just to get a feel for what you see when you go to the prison. And you get to go in the prison, you get to talk to some of the prison mates that he was with during that time. They show you a tour. The prison was a great experience to see. It was a great tour. I highly recommend it. It was a bit clean. You know, I was hoping that it was going to be authentic in regards to what we would see during that time of apartheid and when Nelson Mandela was there. But overall, you know, you still get a great experience. You get a great feeling and understanding of what it was like during that time when Nelson Mandela was there. Another thing is Boulders Beach. Boulders Beach is a place where they have the penguins, South African penguins. You get to see the penguins in their natural habitat. interacting with each other. And it's a nice drive as well. So I definitely recommend you go check out Boulders Beach. Next stop was the boat cop area. It's houses of different colors, different museums, art museums within the community.
It was cool just to walk around, see the things that Boat Cop had to offer, shop, eat, and just enjoy the atmosphere.
Next stop was Cape Point. Now, Cape Point is the tip of South Africa, where the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean meet.
Another great highlight to the trip.
I'm sure you've heard of this when you go to Cape Town, or if you heard of Cape Town, but one of the most important things to do is Table Mountain. Table Mountain is an amazing mountain. This is basically the mountain you're going to see if you're in the main area, like Sea Point or anywhere else. You're going to see this mountain everywhere because it's massive. And the beauty of it is you can go to the top of the mountain. Now, depending on the weather, that's the biggest deal, because we went 3 times and the weather wasn't good. The 4th time, it was a perfect day. You take a cable car to the top of the mountain, and the top of the mountain is massive. It's big, yo. Like, you got restaurants. You can take a hike for well over an hour while you're on the top of the mountain. One tip is once you get to the top of that mountain, you can take a long hike. Use the bathroom before you take that hike. For me, I learned my lesson. I just leave it at that. Another must when you go to Cape Town, you gotta go to the vineyards, the wine vineyards. Cape Town is known for their wines. And we went to go check out a wine vineyard. I forget the name. I'll put it at the bottom. I don't want to butcher the name, you know what I mean? They have many wine tours. We took one where you can take a tram and a bus. I highly recommend that you take a car to the vineyard, because you're gonna be drinking, you're gonna be a little turned up, so you don't wanna drive back when you're heading back from the wine vineyard. Great wine, and we got to have lunch there with amazing food.
Another highlight of Cape Town is taking a boat cruise. We met up at one of the main docks in Cape Town, which was really nice. We took about a 2-hour boat cruise. It was such a vibe. The view was amazing. The weather was great. You get champagne while you're on the boat. You get to sit at the tip of the boat, which was also nice, give you really cool views. And we got to see dolphins. That was really cool too. So I highly recommend taking a morning boat cruise.
Speaking of food, the food in South Africa is bar none. Top 5 dead or alive type vibes. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing food and great vibes. Overall, South Africa is an amazing place. People, the diversity was amazing. South Africa was extremely diverse, a natural blend of different ethnicities, different cultures, living their life together. You know what I'm saying? And it was a beautiful thing. South Africa, thank you for welcoming me. My girl, I love you. Thank you for making this trip an amazing trip. I hope this vlog helps you in regards to what you're gonna do when you go to South Africa. And if you're thinking about it, don't think about it, go do it, because it's fire, you know what I'm saying? You will not regret South Africa. This your boy T-Man. Have a G-Day the G-Way.